Hello, you guys. Today we are talking about and cleaning things that you might not think about doing before hosting the holidays. Starting out here with our oven. Yes, this is where the precious turkey and ham will go. And of course, somebody's going to want to peek in and see what it looks like. So if you're hosting and you don't want to have that moment of, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, my oven looks like I have boiled over lasagna and this or that all in the bottom of it, and you want to just save that little embarrassing moment, let's go ahead and get it clean. I am doing an easy little recipe for a homemade cleaner here. So just starting out with taking the vacuum cleaner and vacuuming out all of the excess crumbs and things that were in the bottom, as well as the door. Then we're going to go in with just some simple baking soda. Most people have this in their home or it's really inexpensive. Going to sprinkle this all over the bottom of the oven as well as the door. One thing I will note about the door is some ovens, not mine unfortunately, but some ovens, the door will literally come off, which would be so much easier because then you can get into the main part of the oven a lot easier without having to bend over and basically stand on your head to scrub it. And it also makes it easier to clean the door. But I went in with my spray bottle there and had 2/3 of water and then 1/3 of distilled vinegar. So vinegar for cleaning, spritzed it on there and made kind of a little bit of a paste. You can make it as thick or as thin as you wanted it. I wanted it a little gritty, so I didn't put a ton of that vinegar water mixture on there, and it worked perfectly. As you can tell, it was very grimy and very dirty, so that really helped. And then afterwards, I just went in with a microfiber cloth and cleaned everything out. Didn't take out was that one little stain there on the right. I'm hoping to get some pink stuff and try that out. I've heard wonders about it from so many people, so I want to get some and try it myself. But now I'm just going to put the grates back in. I had just hand washed these in this sink and they were good to go. Just used a little bit of Dawn power wash on those and they were ready. And next up, we are on to the microwave. How many times have you had people come over and say, oh, can I just pop this in the microwave for just a second? It just needs to be reheated. And then they open it up to your disgusting microwave. Thankfully, mine wasn't too bad, but there have definitely been times when I was honestly really embarrassed for someone to open my microwave because it had splatters of everything everywhere. So I'm going in with a simple kitchen all-purpose cleaner here and just spraying it down and cleaning it out. If you have thicker stuck-on stains, I highly recommend using the Dawn Power Wash. It is my go-to for so much in my kitchen, especially greasy spills. If you've been melting butter or doing anything like that, it's greasy and grimy, definitely suggest the Dawn Power Wash and it works wonders. And don't forget the inside door of the microwave. Sometimes it's really easy to just focus on the grimy mess right in front of you, and you don't turn to the side and see all of that is on the door. Just going in on the glass of the outside of our microwave here with some Dawn Power Wash as well and getting off a lot of grease. We had been doing some fried things and whatnot, and so had some grease splattered up on top of the microwave here on the front glass. So going around and cleaning that up and getting it all nice and shiny and ready for the holidays. All right, real talk. Does your dishwasher stink? I know mine was starting to get really stinky. It had all of this grease and grime and just coffee splatters and hot chocolate splatters and mixing bowl splatter and everything along the side of it there, where, you know, you clean the inside of it, but sometimes you don't think to get the edges here. So that is what I'm going in and doing. Again, just using a degreaser, multi-purpose kind of cleaner from the kitchen and wiping down the stainless steel kind of sides of the dishwasher here, because that is part of the kind of almost outside of the dishwasher that the water on the inside doesn't get. So it can get really nasty. So starting out with that and getting it all clean and shined up. Okay, so I think this has to be my personal favorite before and after of this entire video, because that was so greasy and grimy and just nasty, you guys. So wanted to definitely share an after shot. But now we're moving to the inside. A lot of dishwashers has this little filter, and a lot of it gets really just, I know I keep saying this, but greasy, grimy, dirty, and just covered. It's like slimy and nasty in here, and so a lot of your smell can be harbored in this little filter that's down in your dishwasher. Yep, yeah, that's nasty. So I'm gonna take that into the sink and clean it up. And then this is the after shot, you guys. I just used a little bit of dish soap on it and it came right clean. That filter actually will pop off, and I was able to get up inside of it and clean it. And then this is just a simple dishwasher cleaner. They have lots of types that you can get at the grocery store. So on your next grocery run or pickup, go ahead and toss in one to try and use. All of them have different instructions, so be sure to read the instruction label. And so it's really easy though. All I had to do with this particular one was just pop it into the dishwasher. You can either put it in the silverware rack or in a secure spot, basically in the bottom rack of the dishwasher. Run it on the hottest, heaviest water setting, as at least that was the instructions for this one. And it comes out clean, and my dishwasher is now sparkly and shiny. And then the next thing up here are your oven mitts. You cannot forget to clean these, because somebody's gonna want to help you grab something out of the oven or take something to the table. And then your oven mitts, if they're like mine, sometimes get really greasy, grimy, dirty, nasty, covered in God knows what. So go ahead, grab them, throw them in the washing machine and do a little quick wash and have them all dry and ready to go back in the drawer. And they will be so nice, and you'll feel so good when someone's like, oh, let me grab an oven mitt, and you don't have to worry about it. And then your refrigerator may be a spot that you want to give a quick little tidy to before you host your next holiday event. Having space in your refrigerator for someone who pops by and decides to bring something with them and says, hey, can I pop this in the fridge? Or wants to grab a drink or something out of it, or decides that they would like to rummage through your condiment section because they must have their special sauce for whatever it is that they're eating. That way, everything you know is in date. You're not embarrassed if it's like, oh my gosh, hey, this is out of date, because I have totally had that happen before, and it's it is embarrassing. So to save that and not have to deal with it, let's go ahead, take things out, check the dates, make sure all of that rotten food, if you have leftover sitting in the back of it, go ahead, toss the food, clean the containers, and that way it'll also smell better if it has a little bit of odor. Nobody wants a stinky fridge around the holidays. And then this is my favorite little bathroom especially, but you can use it anywhere you have a diffuser. This is my favorite tip, is to go ahead and prep it with the water and your essential oil. These are some of my favorites from Magic Candle Company. They smell like Disney World, which I love, but you can use any kind of essential oil that you want, but go ahead and have it prepped and ready to go, but just don't start it. And then when it is time for your guest to arrive, you can go back in there and start it. Like for this one, it's really small, so it doesn't last super long. So if I want it to last through the party, I need to wait until until my guests arrive, but I wanted to share that for anyone else who loves tips and hacks for hosting and keeping things smelling nice. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to click the thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new. Let's be virtual cleaning buddies, and I'll see you guys in another one. Bye!